The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
History is made in McKenzie Arena, where Chattanooga is home to 19 SoCon championships and 16 SoCon tournament championships.
Everybody says they want it. To earn it, you have to work, and you have to believe. You just have to get after it on a daily basis. You got to make it who you are.
Yes! Ball game! And the Mocs win! Mocs win! Mocs win!
The Mocs are led by head coach Jim Foster.
What a night of basketball! What a night for UTC! What a night for Mocs fans everywhere!
Welcome to Inside Chattanooga Basketball, hosted by head coach Jim Foster and the voice of the Mocs, Jim Reynolds. Brought to you by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies. By Coca-Cola, Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler. By FSG Bank, proud to be the official bank of Chattanooga Mocs Athletics.
Welcome to Inside Chattanooga Basketball, our first show of 2016. We're featuring the UTC women's basketball team. The Southern Conference winning streak for the women's basketball team is now over 50 games in a row. The women's basketball team went on the road and beat Wofford, and then Furman came home and posted a win over Western Carolina. We'll have highlights of those wins, plus a special look at the rehab of Aryanna Gilbert back in the lineup for UTC women's basketball after a tough road coming back and a lot of time in the training room. That all comes your way in just a moment when Inside Chattanooga Basketball returns right after this.
Learfield Sports Directors Cup honors the nation's best overall collegiate athletic program in each division, men's and women's sports. The prestigious award continues its reign as the crowning achievement in college athletics. To follow your favorite team, like us on Facebook. Find us in USA Today, online, and on Twitter at LS Directors Cup. Over 2 decades of excellence, the Learfield Sports Directors Cup.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Basketball has been brought to you by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies.
Gilbert in the ball game. Long three, Payne got it. Hit it from the right-hand side. And on top now to Payne. Payne on the dribble drive, goes with a running jumper and scores off the window. Off the midcourt line and the dribble. Feeds high post to Jazz. Jazz with a basketball on the motion and send it to her, and she is fouled and one. Gets into trouble with a mismatch on the dribble. Feeds it back out to Jazz. Backdoor feed, clean layup, good. And the Mocs are flexing the muscles. 6:56 to play. Gives up an opportunity. Fires it back to Key. Now to Ari, and she drops it in the well. It gets to Gilbert. Ari. Lob toss underneath. That's Queen. Double pump. Put it up. Nicely done. And she comes away with another basket. A little basketball. Fields it off down to the corner. Mocs lead 16-7. Pull up the jumper and good. Nicely done by Aryanna Gilbert. Queen's got it in the left-hand wing. Screen set Jazz. Queen with the ball. Out to Payne. A 25-footer. Rip. Sitting. Cross. Now to Payne. 8 to shoot. Screen set. Payne takes it down the lane. Plays it up and in. Red Payne taking charge. Looking for help. Now to Jazz. Out to Key. Put it up and in underneath. Got the turnaround jumper. It's on. Payne cuts to the free throw line. Something open. Not away. Backing up with a show. Jazz with a shot rather. Jazz with it. And we have to look through coaches and referees. Down low. That's Jazz and lays it up and in. Oh, into Ari, back to Jazz, faking a shot from the free throw line, and she knocks it down. Nice job by Jazz Joyner. Basketball takes a look, stop and go. Back out to Key, 2 on the clock, drives the bucket and scores. Key Gilbert with a great drive and a shot. Jazz from Ari, 8 to shoot, and the jumper good from Key Gilbert. It's a 15-footer, 6 to shoot. Key looking for a shot and a pull-up, fade away, off the window. She got it. Nicely done. That's the Kiana Gilbert you know and love and see a lot of. On the inbound now, back to the bucket. Floater, no good. Jazz, stick back and got it. Back to Queen, nobody open. Now to Jazz, sends it out to Moses. Moses steps back, fires the 3. Yahtzee! And drops it in. Moses Johnson. Low to Moses, one-on-one against Carter. Trying to back in. Feeds Jazz instead. Up with a shot. Continues good. And she will go to the line and 1. Great. Over to Key. She'll take it to the paint to pull up floater. In and out. It didn't go down. Stick back by Jazz. And she is fouled. 8 seconds to shoot. Queen with the basketball will deal it. Bounce pass, feed. Ari scores! In the back door and a feed by Queen. What a job by the Q. And the Mocs prevail. 56-50. What a great win. Mocs come up with a win.
We celebrate you, loyal UTC fans, who brave sunburn and parking game after game. You super fans who live, eat, and breathe your UTC sports. And you, family of fanatics, passing down your game day traditions. No matter who you are, Mighty Mocs, FSG has you covered. Get the exclusive Power C debit card and show your UTC pride. Together, we'll ride the rails to victory. FSG Bank is proud to be the official bank of UTC Athletics.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Basketball has been brought to you by Coca-Cola. Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler.
I'm Aryanna Gilbert. I'm a junior guard on the women's basketball team. We had just got done playing Belmont and we were in Nashville practicing at Vanderbilt. And we were practicing and I just fell funny. The doctor said I tore my ACL, LCL, and lateral meniscus. It sucked, but I knew I had to become more of a vocal leader since I couldn't be out there with them. So I had never been injured before, so it was very difficult on me, like emotionally, mentally, and physically. I've never been like without the game of basketball, so it took a toll on me that way. I just took this opportunity to help and learn the way Coach Foster was from a different standpoint. I learned like exactly what he wanted, exactly what he looked for from the players in my position, defensively how he wanted everything ran, and just things of that nature. The rehab process is probably one of the hardest things I've ever done, like in my whole life. It was just challenging, not being able to even walk on my leg for 6 weeks. I wouldn't say I improved like on the court, but mentally I think I've improved. I'm stronger than I was before I got injured. It felt good. I was glad to be back with my team and just trying to help us reach our goal.
It's time for the Student Athlete Spotlight, brought to you by Southeast Bank.
Hi, my name is Anissa Robles. I'm from Lawrenceville, Georgia, and I play on the softball team.
And now Robles at the plate with runners at first and second. And this is driven deep to right, backing up to the wall, watching it go for a home.
I don't really remember much. It was all kind of a blur, but it was really good to be able to help my team win. And obviously, it wasn't all me. I was lucky enough to be put in that situation by my teammates, and we pushed through every game. And I just remember being at the plate thinking, this is your time and you need to do this. I was just running as fast as I could, and I just really couldn't believe it. I remember seeing my mom in the stands was just like on the ground. She just couldn't believe it, and my dad was going crazy. So, to see them reacting like they did, and all my teammates around home plate and all the coaches, it was just a great feeling. I really just want to go out with a bang, obviously, and You know, we always have a goal of winning the SoCon tournament and winning regular season, but I think this year we really want to take it further than that. We want to get further than regionals. We want to win games at regionals.
Throws up the three at the buzzer. Good! He hit it! That's a good one with the win at the buzzer.
Out to Shumpert, ball on the way. Got it! Holy Toledo!
Jones, three-pointer on the way. Good!
Oh, can you believe it? Oh, my. What a night of basketball. What a night for UTC. What a night for Mocs fans everywhere.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Basketball has been brought to you by FSG Bank, proud to be the official bank of Chattanooga Mocs Athletics.
On defense, it picks off the pass. Feet ahead, it's Gilbert, layup, good. Mocs lead, gets it to Aryanna, down low to Jazz, layup, good. Nice feed, nice assist by Easter, nearly lost it. Tried to pass, blocked by Key, going to the other end, layup good, and one. Payne, 7 to shoot. Red with a basketball, deals it over. Stop, fake, dribble, shoot, score. Inside the mark. Nice 18-footer. Her stick back is no good. Red's got it. Down to Queen, drive to the bucket, double pump, and she scores. Feeds it high post to Jazz. Down low, going to Queen, double pumped it up, and she lifted over the edge and in. Lanked it off the glass of the iron. Put back, no good. Queen's got it, sticks it up off the window, and one. Back to Johnson, top of the key. Inside to Gilbert, out to Queen. Here's the three. Yes! 4-3 for Queen Alford. Now it's Burks. Jumper, missed. Gilbert with a stick back, yes. Burks back to Payne at the wing. Give it down to Moses. She'll fire it to Aryanna, driving up lane, scores. What a feed by Moses Johnson. Payne with a basketball, steps back, stop and go, feed Jazz, double pump, put it up, scores, and one. Oh my, what a feed by Red Payne. Gilbert up in the front court, one hands to Payne, drives the paint past everybody, layup is down. Holy Toledo, what a move by Red Payne. Front court to Queen, 10 off the shot clock. She'll drive it down to Jazz, will put it up and the ball will bounce around and fall in. Red. Down to Ari, in the paint, puts up the shot, scores with 11 seconds to play. Now over to Queen, 8 to shoot. Queen faking a drive, goes to the layup, scores. It's over. Queen to Jazz, lob toss Key, put it up, scores, and a foul. Now back out to Key, she's got it. On the gallop, feeds Payne. Red back to Key, the layup, scores. That's as unselfish as it gets. The Jazz, high toss to Payne. They apply the pressure. Red shoots and scores! Holy Toledo! Now it's Queen and Alford. Alford on the gallop and up into front court with a layup and scores. And the Mocs leads it back to Key. The three in and out. It didn't go. Rebound. Airy good on the stick back. 20 in the paint for the Mocs lead. Speaking of which, a Yahtzee from the outside. Red Payne left alone. Payne now to Mose to the bucket. Tried to shoot. Tapped away. Out to Ari. Jumper good. 20 to shoot. She'll go to the bucket unscathed and lay it in. Holy Toledo. Pressure. Feet ahead to Payne. Stop and go with a drive. And again to the bucket and scores. And Big Red comes through again to shoot. She'll drive to the bucket. Ainsley fires. Gilbert lays it up and in. Oh, what a pass by Chilton. Burks on the left-hand side of the key. Down low to Gilbert to the bucket. Over the top. Score! Goblet over to Burks. Inside to Word. Back to Burke. Laid it up and in. The Mocs are using. Gilbert's going to drive to the hoop. Put it in. They're just doing it whatever they want to do. And the ball game is over. 77-59. Mocs with a huge win here tonight.
We celebrate you, loyal UTC fans, who brave sunburn and parking game after game. You super fans who live, eat, and breathe your UTC sports. And you, family of fanatics, passing down your game day traditions. No matter who you are, Mighty Mocs, FSG has you covered. Get the exclusive Power C debit card and show your UTC pride. Together, we'll ride the rails to victory. FSG Bank is proud to be the official bank of UTC Athletics.
Welcome back to Inside Chattanooga Basketball as we take a look at the women's basketball team and their progress, joined by assistant coach Katie Burrows. And talk about, first of all, just going on the road for those two games, Wofford and Furman. Start out there.
It's funny because we seem to always start on the road in conference play, but that's fine. It just brings a bigger challenge. And it was a tough road trip. We started out kind of slow at Wofford and finally got things going. And then at Furman, we're able to carry over and had to put 40 minutes together. So it was a good trip.
Talk about just having the target on your back all the time, or does the team ever get used to that?
Well, I don't know that I'm sure that you get used to it because, for the last 3 years we've won the conference, which is great. But, it does make it tougher. There's a lot of pressure coming from all directions. But we try not to talk about it. We just focus on what we need to do to get better and win ball games.
But you do have to kind of bring your A game every night because you know everyone else is going to bring theirs.
Oh, absolutely. They're gunning for us for sure. And there's all this talk about, you've won so many conference games in a row and all this stuff. And we try to leave all that off the court and make sure that the girls focus on just that next game coming up.
Got rolling finally against Wofford. Talk about the Furman game. That was a more complete game. Is that correct?
I would say that they put a little bit more of that game together. Defensively, I felt like we did fine both games, but offensively, I think we came alive a little better, a little quicker, I guess I would say, in the Furman game. And a lot of these teams in our conference are putting up quite a bit of points, and we're holding them to much fewer. So I felt like it was a much better experience, especially coming off of a slow start at Wofford.
I'll be kind right here and say the women's basketball team, let's say points haven't come real easy so far this year. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair. With some injuries and some things going on, we just with Chelsea and then Ari, and now we're getting Ari back, and she's providing points in the paint. And then, of course, Chelsea, we won't get her back, but that's a big blow to the three-point line. She was our most consistent shooter. So, but we're trying to figure out ways that we can put the ball in the hole differently now. And I think people like Queen and even Kiana are coming along and doing better with that.
When you lose a player like Ari and she goes out and everyone else has to kind of step up to get her back, everyone else, roles get a little bit different once again. And they've had that experience of kind of being in that pressure situation, yes?
Yeah, absolutely. And you do a little bit of role shifting as far as what position you're playing, and we had to kind of figure those things out. But now that she's back at the 4 position, it frees us up to put some people back into their positions. And then we had some people step in to fill her spots. Nakia Burks stepped in and did a good job as a freshman. It's always hard when we throw you in the lineup. Hey, by the way, you're starting. But she did a really good job while Ari was gone. And then, of course, we challenged Kiana and Queen and Jazz and everybody to step up, and they've done that.
Then come home and take on Western Carolina, not an easy team. And Red steps up and Queen steps up. They both had good games, and that's when you can put some points on the board, right?
Absolutely. Well, one of the things that he's been harping on them about is change of speed, and that was very effective against Western last night, and I felt like Queen and Red both did a good job with that, and that's why they were successful. They both put up, career highs, so we were very proud of them last night, offensively and defensively, because we held them to the fewest points in conference so far, so they're doing really well.
It is kind of funny when the ball starts moving around a lot offensively, somehow the shots get a little bit easier sometimes.
Yeah, well, that's the point. Move the ball. Sometimes we can get a little dribble happy, but I don't think we did that last night. I thought we did a very good job of, especially against their press, of moving it and hitting the next person. And again, the change of speed and getting by them and getting to the rim, because we had a lot of points in the paint last night, so that was huge.
Your team has taken steps forward. What's the next step to say to be a really good team, to be one of those teams that's going to be cutting the nets down? What's the next step this team has to take?
Well, we have to continue to get better defensively. We still gave up a few too many offensive boards last night. I thought we could have done a better job boxing out, especially in the second half. Just keeping that consistent, but also offensively. Knocking down those deep shots, knocking down some threes. I think that will help us. Help definitely build on our points. But I mean, we had 77 points last night, so that was really good for us, and hopefully we'll continue to do that moving forward.
When you get a lead sometimes, it's easy to lose that focus. And that's one of those things, you talk about it and you say it's easy. It's really not easy. When you get a lead to continue to try and get better, that box out stuff that kind of comes and goes late in the game if you have a big lead, that's just focus sometimes. Focus and want to, I think.
Right, and then you put some combinations of kids in there that you don't normally play together, but just, you want to give them some minutes and see how they do. And sometimes coming off cold, you end up, you miss a box out, or you might, give up a three and things like that. So, but we're going to get better at that too, and those girls know that. And we'll be working towards definitely finishing stronger in those situations.
Katie Burrows is the UTC women's basketball team. The winning streak in conference play is now over 50 games. That's pretty impressive. We'll have highlights of the men's games next time on Inside Chattanooga Basketball.
Inside Chattanooga Basketball has been brought to you by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies. By Coca-Cola, Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler. By FSG Bank, proud to be the official bank of Chattanooga Mocs Athletics.